This video is brought to you by the Affinity Trading Institute. TradeZero is the preferred trading software of Affinity, but you can use any software that you are comfortable with. This presentation will talk about the watch list. One of the things you can do within TradeZero is the watch list. Okay, the watch list allows you to pick different stocks and see their activity. You can customize this like everything else within TradeZero to your liking. Okay. So all I have to do is click the watch list button. It opens a default watch list. No stock symbols in there. If you want to add symbols, simply click in the simple list, enter them, and press enter. Facebook, Twitter, any stocks that you would like to see. You can see I have mine set up to be the last price, change, and the volume. If I make this a little larger, there are actually more fields here that you can show, and you can set this up any way you want. Simply right click and choose Preferences. This will show you the various fields that you can select, the available columns, and then which columns are visible on the right hand side. Okay, so all you have to do to get rid of, let's just say, alarm low, I simply click on the left to get it out, alarm high, and let's say I want to put the description in. I simply highlight description, click the right arrow, and it moves the description there. Click OK, and now you can see this is the settings. These are the saves, what I want to see. Okay, so you can customize this any way you'd like. When you exit TradeZero and it asks if you want to save your settings, okay, when you save your settings, that includes saving your watch list. Okay, so again, that's a personal preference if you want to save your watch list for the next trading time that you use the software. Some other features that we need to know about. I'm right clicking anywhere in the watch list area in order to get a pop-up menu. You saw preferences. If I want to reset defaults, I can click that. It'll set it back to default values. I can simply say insert a row, and it'll put a row wherever I'm positioned. So I'm on Twitter. If I click and say insert row, it'll put it above Twitter. If I want to get rid of Twitter, I highlight it, right click, delete the row, and it's gone. If I click on the symbol, it sorts it alphabetically, something that I personally like. You can also open a new chart window, open a news window. So all these things are readily available from right clicking. Okay. Another feature that we want to know how to use is a save list and a load list. If you would use these in a couple different ways. One way might be I want to save the list of stocks. Let's say, for sake of argument, you have stocks that on the beginning of the month you want to look at. Okay, so let's say on the beginning of the month I want to look at Google. I'm just picking a couple. Put Twitter back up there. Okay, let's just say at the beginning of every month, I'm going to delete this. I want to save this watch list and always look at it at the beginning of the month. So I'm going to right click and choose Save List. It's going to ask me where I want to save it. Okay, and that's where on your computer, wherever you choose on your computer. You can see that mine would go to my C drive, a folder called Main Backup Affinity Work. And let's just call this watch list end of month, or beginning of month, I think I said. Okay, so I now have a saved list. So let's just delete everything here. I don't want anything in this list. Delete. I can either click delete, or I can simply click on it, hit the delete key, and removes everything. So now it comes time and it's the beginning of the month. I want to look at that list again. Load list. Go to the same folder that you stored it, wherever that is on your computer. Okay, and look for, this is the one I just created, just September 22nd, watch this beginning of month. Simply click on that, either double click or click open, and it loads that list. The other time that you want to keep this in mind is if there's an upgrade to TradeZero. It's a good idea to save your settings, save any lists that you have, just in the event that there's a problem with the upgrade or you run into some issue or they've made some functionality changes. That's a good idea. That's a broad overview on how to use the watch list and what you can use it for, and you can position this, finally, you can position this anywhere you like within your trade window. Okay, Make it as large as small, wide, high, doesn't matter. Put it wherever you like. When I close, if I'm going to save the current layout, it would save the watch list there. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to cancel because this is just for demonstration purposes.